So guess what the fuck I did? I did some shit, yo. I did some shit. I went all out. I went off on a whim. Now, don't get me wrong. It might be drastic for some of y'all, but drastic things call for drastic measures. One more time. Drastic things calls for drastic measures. I did a fucking thing. But this thing needed to be done. Because ain't no way I'm about to go through my day-to-day not functioning properly because of what I choose to put myself through. So, again, I did a thing. I spent so much time, well, I'm going to take that back. I spend enough time on YouTube, right? And I remember making a video before talking about, what you feed into is basically how, basically what's going to show up in your life, right? So, like I said, I spend enough time on YouTube, watching videos on my downtime, just stuff that may be useful in my life, stuff that I can relate to, things that I might be going through that, I need some clarification on based on other people's experiences to see if things is lining up. You know how we do, because as humans, we need that. We need that to function, to make sure everything is lining up, to make sure we're not tripping, to make sure, we're not tripping. So, again, I did a thing. I deleted the history of YouTube. I deleted my YouTube history, the entire YouTube history. So now when I go on YouTube, it's all blank. I clicked on each category that's at the top and I pulled down, I scrolled down, and then it went blank. So it's essentially, I'm starting over with a new clean slate. But what led up to that though? Watching a lot of videos about how to essentially make life better. Everybody wants to live a better life, in quotes. Everybody thinks that their life is shitty, on the outside. But when we look at other people and how they living and how they doing things, oh, they're living this golden life. Their relationships are perfect. Or we do a lot of comparing, Don't get me wrong. If you use YouTube the right way, in quotes, the right way, your life will be A1. Like, if you structure YouTube around your life and areas that you want to improve on, and you don't veer off from that, your life will absolutely improve. But if you continue going down the rabbit hole, of negatives on YouTube and stuff that you don't necessarily want to attract into your life, or you're zoning in on, in quotes, negative things that you think are negative in your life. Like you're going to attract those types of things into your life. I feel like that's what I was doing. Like, your life is just fine the way it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure there could be room for improvement in your life, but sometimes it's not necessary to try to improve all areas of your life at one time. You got to allow yourself to make gradual changes in your life and not so much drastic changes. However, if you see that you are consuming too much of one thing and it's having an effect on you that's not desirable for you mentally, emotionally, physically, in any kind of way that you can think of, you might want to drastically change it. I found myself going down a rabbit hole of destruction. A rabbit hole of destruction. And I'm just like, nah, this shit is taking over my life, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that shit at all. I found myself projecting the way I felt on the outside world because of what I'm receiving from YouTube. It just doesn't work that way. There's nothing wrong with taking solid, I don't want to say advice. There's nothing wrong with taking solid advice, whatever, from particular YouTube channels, but like, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. You know, not everything is for you. It's not supposed to be for you. You know, even the negative, even the so-called negative shit that you think is negative, that shit's not for you either. You know, like, if things are going good for you, you know, in the area that you're focusing on 80% of the time, then leave that shit alone. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Leave that shit alone. You know, YouTube will have you out here fucking quitting your fucking job, moving to across the country, living in fucking cars and RVs and shit, because people telling you that the world is going to hell, and you know, you better get out the cities, and you know, you better quit your job because you know, you being treated like a slave, and don't go working for these people, you know, and don't go paying for somebody else's mortgage and shit. Go get your own fucking mortgage. Go ahead and put yourself in debt because you taking on essentially, you taking on more than you can chew. You biting off more than you can chew and swallow at one time when you on YouTube and you consuming the content of YouTube. Like, YouTube will have your whole life flipped upside down if your mind is not strong enough for you to function. You consuming all of this content and you're not filtering out anything. You're just taking it in and taking it in and taking it in with no filter, no discernment, no grains of salt. Like, you just consuming it. And I felt like that was low-key what was happening to me. I felt like, you know, I want to be rich now. I want to have a house now. I want the most perfect relationship, you know, and I don't want to put in the work that it takes to receive those things naturally. Even though I do. Like, I'm just using that as an example. And being consumed by wanting to live this type of lifestyle, you know, that I have in my mind, like this ideal lifestyle that I have in my mind, but ignoring the reality that I'm living in. Not saying that I'm living in a reality that's just like terrible, because I'm blessed. I'm completely blessed by God. My faith is like up here, you know. But I just feel like as humans, you know, we desire shit just for the hell of it. Personally, for me, it ain't about money. It's not about the material shit, but to me, it's about family. It's about having time to spend with my family. It's about being able to spend time the way I want to spend it. You know, that stuff is important to me, you know, but the ideal versions of things, they just kind of captivate me sometimes, you know, and that's just not normal. That doesn't lead to happiness. That leads to fucking confusion. So what I did was, I deleted my entire YouTube history because I felt like that shit was keeping me in this world of unhappiness. It was fucking with my sanity, low-key. Like, thoughts running a mile a minute because I can't pull myself away from the shit that I'm consuming on YouTube. I'm telling you, shit will have you thinking like, yo, my relationship is just not perfect, and just the guy that I'm with is just not, he's just not the guy that I need to be with, because, you know, he's showing these signs of this shit. But meanwhile, my guy treats me hella good. He treats me hella good. You know, seeing what's right in front of your face, you know, that's what's important. What people are saying that you need to have in a partner, that shit don't always apply to you. That shit applies to them. Everybody live in their own fucking world. Everybody live in their own world. No two people live in the exact same world, because there's differences in each world that's out here that everybody lives. No two people live in the same world. No two people are gonna experience the same things exactly. It might seem similar, but there are differences. No two women are gonna have the same man with the same features. That man might have something that your man is lacking, and your man might have something that her man is lacking. You know, but the fact of the matter is, God gave that person to you because you needed that person for some way, shape, or form, and they needed you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, God gave you the job that you got because you need to be there for some reason. Okay, it might not necessarily be about you. You know, that job might be shitty, but you might really love that job. Like, when I say shitty, I'm like, The job might not pay as much as you wanted to, that you desired to. But you might really love the job. It's something about the work that you really love and you adore. And that you just, wow, this just brings me so much joy. You know, you got to look at certain things, again, like with a spiritual discernment. You know, another example, like even financially, like everybody wants to be fucking rich. I get it. Like, you need money because money is just a hot commodity that humans rely on. You know, you need money to have a good time. You need money to enjoy your life experience, your human experience. You need money to, you might want to take your family out or something like that, or just go hang out and go have fun and just get the most of life, like financially. You might not need $1 million. You might not need $1 billion. And even if you do have that, how are you using that to make your life rich in the ways that you desire? You know, can you bless other people with the money that God is blessing you to receive? You know, because everything, just because you have it, don't mean it's for you. It's for you, but you know, God gives you these things so that way you can bless not only yourself, but the lives of others. You know, that's tithes. It ain't got nothing to do with church. You know, tithes is what you make it. You know, but the more you give is the more that you're going to receive. You know. So I don't want to go off on a tangent, but all I'm saying is, just to sum it up, like, you don't got to be as drastic as I did. You know, I deleted my whole YouTube history. But if you feel like you being consumed by social media, you got to step away from that shit. And I'm talking about Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, because these shits are designed to suck your fucking energy dry. They will suck your fucking energy dry. And it will have you feeling like you don't know what the fuck is going on. Things is going to start happening in your life. You don't know how the fuck to deal with it. And you're just going to be living life confused. Word. You're going to be in a confused state, trying to figure every fucking thing out. But, where just take this social media shit with a grain of salt. Live your life on the outside. People can give all of this advice, but it's entertainment. Look at it as entertainment. Like, people are funny out here. Look at that shit as entertainment. It is entertainment. Entertainment. None of this shit should be taken seriously. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. Your life is your life. Live your life. You can't live the life of everybody on social media. All of these tricks of the trade, like, you know, everybody got a way to live a better life and a way to make an extra couple of thousand or whatever, or a way to get a better job. Like, this shit is just, it just is what it is. Like, you take it with a grain of salt. Use your spiritual discernment. If it's for you, it's for you. It's for you. If it's not, it's for not. It's not. Word. It's not. Go through life, do things to make yourself happy, but don't do things that's gonna make you feel consumed by what you are consuming. Because that's a real thing. To be consumed by what you are consuming. It shit is fucking real. And it will fuck you up and play with your mind. And I'm telling you, as soon as I deleted YouTube, yo, it's like my mind became clear. Like those swirling ball of thoughts above my head, it just kind of went away. And I feel so much better, like, because I have to regain control over my mind and what I'm consuming. Like, I feel better that I'm not consuming that shit, like, all the time. It's like, sometimes you get so sucked in, you don't know what to do, like, how to unsuck yourself from what you are consuming. For real, y'all. Like, you get so sucked in, like, damn, yo, I don't want to watch this stuff, but let me just watch one more video. Man, I keep telling myself I'm going to stop, but yo, the title of this video is just like, it's just sucking me in. I need to know what they saying. I need to know what the word is. I need to know if it relates to my life. I need to know if this is going to be the thing that's going to give me that aha light bulb moment. Like, no, it's not. It's just going to be the thing that's going to keep you sucked in to watch the next video and the next video and the next video. I'm telling you, shit's real. This shit is real. I had to get that off my chest. I did. Social media, it just sucks you in. And if you're not careful, it's going to take you out. It's going to take you out. Every couple of months, every couple of weeks, you need to go on a social media fast. Get off of that shit. You know, so that way you can think the way you normally think. So you can have feelings that are natural to you. You know, not everybody's way is the best way. My way, it might not be the best way, but this is my experience based on what I was going through. You know, I told myself, I can't have this. Like, I got to regain control over my mind. My mental health is so important. My sanity is so important. And consuming all of this stuff is not going to help me feel better. It's not. It's only going to depress me even further. And I don't want to be depressed. God said, you deserve happiness. You deserve joy, immense joy. You know, you deserve to feel good, to think clearly, to love, to be loved. This is what God is telling me that I deserve. Confusion, you don't deserve confusion. You don't deserve to be disheartened. You don't deserve to be misled and deceived. You don't deserve to be addicted. You know, you don't deserve to have an addiction to this shit that's going to keep pulling you in and sucking you in and draining your energy dry. You don't deserve that. You know, God said, I deserve abundance of happiness, again, abundance of joy, you know, abundance of love, you know, an abundance of lightheartedness. You know, God said I deserve these things. And so because I deleted all the history of YouTube, I'm now going to receive again what's rightfully mine to enjoy. I love y'all. Keep y'all minds healthy and sane and, you know, full of love and joy. I'm out. Peace.